Was goody team? Was goody team? Sorry for the late start, man. It is freezing over here. I don't know. I don't know how people work in this cold weather. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like a bear. It was like uh, 5 p.m. I went to the garage for an hour. It hit 6. I was cold. I'm like, yo, I gotta warm up before the session. So I laid down in bed for like an hour, just like under the covers, trying to get warm. And fuck, nothing worked. Um, I'm ready to just lay down. I gotta get the sun back up, bro. This is way too cold. This is way too cold. I gotta get a heater or something for the room. Well, the good thing is that we're only gonna be in this cold weather for about 2, 3 months, so it's not really that bad. It's not that big of a deal. But fuck, this is not good. Just gonna get ready till we have about 5 minutes to join, and then we'll get started. It should be a pretty quick session. Today was bank holiday for USD, but even with it being a bank holiday, a lot of pairs kind of moved during NYC. For the most part, a lot of pairs moved during Asia and London. Um, but like US 30 gave some crazy moves I saw. Some of the USD pairs kind of went crazy today. Right? GJ didn't really do anything too much. GU pushed up same way with EU. NZD USD pushed up. US 30 flew today. I really wasn't expecting that. I think I got back on the charts at like 12, and price was already at these daily highs, and I'm like, wow, I was not expecting price to move as much as it did today because of that bank holiday. Let me see. Gold was one I was keeping an eye on, right? Because gold also moved. Still making more highs, man. Bitcoin went down today. I didn't see that. And then oil flew during the end of Asia, going in, going into London session. So today's session is gonna go by quick. We're just gonna talk about the 30-minute time frame. Just get our charts ready for the midweek moves. Look for any continuations that might happen. So it shouldn't be a longer session than 30 minutes, to be honest. So, any questions? Let me know. Any specific pairs you guys want me to go over? Let me know. If not, then again, it's gonna be a pretty quick session today, guys. Dude, it's cold. Like I really want to cry. I don't like this cold weather, man. This shit gets me so It's nice. I love it, you know, for the moment. I don't know how you motherfuckers do it who live in the fucking freezing cold when it's snowing all day for fucking 5 months, negative degrees. Like, yo, it's 36 right now. This is not like Florida weather. It should not be like this. You know, I'm cool with it being in 50s and, you know, 55, 60. I'm cool with it. But 37, bro, like, nah. Get me out of this. I'm not meant for this. This type of cold is not good for you. This is not okay. Let's get to it. Fuck the cold. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Give everybody till 7:15. We're just gonna go over the 30-minute time frame, so it's gonna be a pretty quick session. He be blasting. It's 39 right now. Manipulator does weather. Yo, nah, it's fucking stupid. This cold blast that's hitting us. This is insane. And I never used the heater before. I don't even want to turn that shit on. What if that shit blows up? Fuck that. I ain't never used no heater here in Florida. I don't even know how that shit works. I don't even know my AC could do that. We got the AC off with the windows open, bro. It's fucking cold, man. Turn the heat on? Nope. Nope. Yo, what if that shit blows up? Nope. I ain't never used a heater in my life. I don't even know I had that option in my AC, bro. He said stay cold then. Now, yo, tell me how I went to shower this morning. Yo, I was so cold that, I put the water on hot. And, brother, that fucking water was like hurting me, man. My skin was way too cold to be showering with hot water. It was the first time I ever felt some shit like that. I've been so uncomfortable all day today, and I slept horrible last night. I couldn't sleep. We went to bed at like what time? What time we got off court? Like 2:30, 3 o'clock almost. Nah, it wasn't that late. We I got off and I fucking couldn't go to sleep. I was that cold. I put socks on. I put my sweatpants on. I put my hoodie on. I almost had to put fucking socks as gloves in my hands. Yo, I was so cold. Had the covers. I looked like a dead person in the casket, bro. I was fully fucking covered up, head to toe. Yo, I layered up to go to sleep. I swear I couldn't, and I couldn't, bro. I kept waking up every like hour, bro. I didn't sleep last night. Every hour I was just waking up, fucking freezing, bro. Just trying to find some warmth. Warmth. Can't say that word. I'm like, dude, I need this shit. Again, 30-degree weather, bro, in Florida. I need this shit to go back up to 50 to 60. Like, keep it cool at 55, 60. I'm cool with that. Fucking 37? Nah, bro. This is criminal. Mother Nature is playing with us right now. I don't know how motherfuckers do this. I'm not sleeping on no goddamn floor like a caveman, bro. But in the middle of the day is good. You got the sun out, there's no clouds. So, the weather today wasn't too. It said it was like 50, 55, but that sun was keeping it cool. But as soon as 5 p.m. hit, sun started going down, started getting dark. I'm like, yeah, it's time to go inside, friends. We're gonna fucking freeze to death out here. When I was out there, it was blazing hot. Yeah, that's usually how it is over here. But that's the thing. Yo, this year it's either been way too fucking hot or like now it's way too cold. There's no like middle ground. They do us dirty over here in Florida. So it's like one of those questions. Would you rather be cold or would you rather be hot? And it's like, yo, At least when you're cold, you can layer up. But when you're hot, you can't take your clothes off. You can't walk around Universal Studios naked. Can't. Couldn't even be outside during the day without sweating. And mind you, I didn't sweat at all. I don't sweat at all. Yeah, I'm the same way. Now there'll be some days like this year. There was like a month and a half, 2 months where it was just so uncomfortable to be outside. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going outside till it gets a little bit cooler. Fuck that. All right, guys. I got started here. 30 seconds. I'm just still trying to get warm, bro. I got my hands, you know where. But that shit's not even working. Somebody save me. Get me out of here. I gotta go to DR for 2 months. I think that's gonna be the vibes, yo. Every time it gets cold down here, I'm just gonna fucking fly to DR. Hot ass weather. Fuck. Alright. Let's get this going, and then I could lay down in bed. Slave weather, yo, that's crazy, yo. You're not wrong though. You're not fucking wrong. I might have to go get a hot chocolate somewhere, bro. I have to look it up. Like, where can I get I don't want to get Starbucks, bro. That shit is. I do gotta go to CVS though. Fuck, I forgot about that. 40 days and for 40 nights and the pain. Say na na on the dance, on the floor, in around. Alright, let's get this shit going, because I forgot I do have to go to CVS, man. Got a couple things I gotta purchase, man. Get some hot cocoa and marshmallows. Dude, but hot cocoa? Yo, I'm just so cold. I don't want to get my hands out of my pants. It's so warm down there. Brr, brr. Yo, it's like fucking Christmas, bro. Santa Claus outside? The fuck is it so cold over here, man? Yo, I was so uncomfortable last night. Yo, I don't even want to think about going to bed. I have not slept. Yo, I'm so tired. I think total I probably slept like what, 2-3 hours last night? And it wasn't even good sleep. Like I said, I was waking up every 30 minutes, 45 minutes, just like to the point where it was 3 in the morning. I just look at my phone and I'm like, all right, bro, it's time to get up. It's time to go do something. I'm not gonna just lay down here and not fucking go to sleep, looking at the goddamn roof. Slept like a baby on the floor last night. Yeah, you're crazy, but you know, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say, cause if you're gonna say I'm weird and oh you shouldn't say that, whatever. So I'll keep the comments to myself. Can't keep my hands to myself. I mean I would, but why would I want to? Man, shout out Selena Gomez, man. Say it. Nah, you see now you're egging me on. That's not the word I want to look for. You're antagonizing me. That's not the word I'm looking for either. Man, I gotta start reading some books again. What's the word I'm looking for? You're well, I literally got a brain fart. Whatever. Egging you on? No, no, not edging. Alright, yo, we're gonna start. Sky fucking Candleman. Definitely not edging, you freaky frog. Alright, so again, we're just gonna go over the 30-minute time frame. We'll just look for any continuations, right? For example, like AU, we know we're in an overall downtrend. I'm letting price do what it has to do with these uptrend pushes. We just have a change of character. We have a break of structure. After the break, price gave us a zone of consolidation right on the 800. Real simple, right? Zones of consolidation, we already know. I'm looking for price to break the lows to then look for those shorts, or we'll look for price to break these highs to continue to give us a steeper pullback for AU. For AUD CAD, Again, we know we're in an overall downtrend. Price is still pretty much stuck in this little zone, right, where we had this daily engulfing candle at that price tapped into many times already. This is already an area where I'm not really interested in trading. Once we start getting a break of these lows, that's when I'll start trading. And again, this is just an inverse shoulder head shoulder that we were talking about since last week. At this point, same thing as a zone of consolidate. I'm treating it the exact same way. If price breaks the highs of the shoulder head shoulder, we know price is just going to reverse and go back up. If price breaks the lows, then we know we could take these trades back to the bottom. Right? We can see that the EMAs are all bunched up together. They're all together, the 200, the 800, and the 50. So we know that price is going to move quick. It's going to move quick. So, it's going to be a pretty simple trade. And there's really only, there's a few outcomes that could happen, and we'll draw it out here. Right? Either in this area, price is going to do some crazy moves to the top side, and then it's going to start going back down to the bottom. Right? Or price is going to give us a break of the highs to then just continue that uptrend push. Or price is just going to shoot down to the bottom like crazy. Those are the only three options that the market makers have for us here in this area. This is the only three possibilities that could happen. Especially with the EMAs looking how they are, how price is reacting to the engulfing candle, right? And again, we still don't have a valid break. We're trading between a change of character, higher high and higher low. And after the higher high was set, this is where price has just pretty much been moving sideways. We could still see in this movement that price is giving us lower lows and lower highs. But price, when we're looking at the vicinity at where price is at, it hasn't left this area. Price has just been ranging in this area. So just going to keep it easy today with AUD CAD, right? It's the day after the news. Again, same thing we said yesterday with the news with the bank holiday. It's a USD bank holiday. We already know that 99% of these pairs are going to move during what time? They're going to move during Asia and London. Now, again, does that mean that NY won't have any moves? No. It just means that there's a low probability that those moves will happen during the NY session, or that we'll see a continuation during the NY session. So, now that the banks are reopened, all the money is flowing. This is the Forex market. It's open 24 hours. So when do we think the markets are going to start moving? Right, all the money that's being printed, everything that wasn't in transactions today for the Tuesday market, they're going to be open for the Wednesday market. So Asia session, London session is pretty much when price is going to start giving us these pushes that they were meaning to give us from today. They'll start giving us that move tomorrow. EuroCAD, we're in peak high territory. I'm gonna skip that one. There's really nothing to talk about. Euro USD gave us a crazy move during the end of London going into the NYC session. We have another higher high point over here. This higher high gave us this higher low. 40 days and for 40 nights. Dude, it is freezing. Like I don't even want to think about going outside, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a fucking 90% chance that after I'm done with this stream, I'm going to go right back to bed and just lay down and try to get warm. Cause there is no way, dude. I'm cold. Like it's a uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable cold. This isn't even fair. Three days of drop on GCAD. We're still trading between the change of character, lower high and lower low. So gonna be patient with a lot of these pairs, guys. And GCAD is pretty much in this little zone of consolidation as well. He said, bro, start. I started already, man. You the one over here talking about edging people on and shit, whatever that means. Fucking weirdo. GJ gave us a change of character to the top side. Man, I slept so wrong last night. My neck hurts. Can you come give me a massage, please? Now tomorrow's trading session, I'm gonna turn the stream on regardless of whether or not there's trades in the morning, just so we could update our charts and see what price did during Asia and London. So I will be streaming tomorrow morning. Just a small little session. Gave us a change, gave us the break, then price gave us a change of character lower low. So we know that we're trading between these highs here and these lows over here. GU did exactly what we talked about too. Went into our 4-hour engulfing during the end of Asia going into London. Tapped into it, went back to the highs. Good evening, brothers. I literally passed out yesterday night. It's all good, man. I had a feeling that's what happened. We talked about that. I was like, yo, I was talking way too much shit, and I'm like, yo, I know Albert hates me. There was a point we just stopped responding, and I'm like, yeah, he's not here no more. Sorry about that, Albert. But it's okay. Today's session is a quick one. I'm just going over. I'm literally just updating the 30-minute. NZD USD still trading lower low, lower high, lower low. We're in an overall downtrend, but we're trading on a 4-hour lower low point. So I'm not really interested in NU right now. What we could see though, you know, we have a nice engulfing candle at these highs. We'll see what price wants to do here. Should be a pretty interesting pair to keep an eye on. US 30 gave us 3 days of rise. After 3 days of rise, the market must move sideways or go down. We're already at the daily highs. We're back at the 4-hour highs. So we already know that US 30 is right back at the highest point in the market right now. Should be an interesting pair to keep an eye on as well for the rest of the week. USD CAD, I'm not trading it, so we're just gonna skip over this one. No continuations. USD ZAR, I'm not trading it, just moved sideways. But again, I'm not trading this, so we're just gonna skip through it. We need the O stream set up with the face cam and win loss at the bottom. Albert, he was taking all fucking night. Half hour of your time wasted. he's not wrong though. I was talking a bunch of bullshit last night. No, but truth be told, bro, time was flying. Tell me I'm wrong. Like, brother, we started the stream and I'm like, yeah, you know, we'll start at 5 minutes. I started talking and then all of a sudden 20 minutes passed. And I had no way I was just talking for 20 minutes. Time was flying. That's what time should do tonight, so I could fucking get out of this hell of a snowstorm we have outside. Golly. And 2 days of counter rise. So like, we don't really have no continuations. Like, as we've seen, a lot of pairs are still stuck in their zones of consolidation. So my watch list is pretty much empty for tomorrow. Right, AU is consolidating, ACAD, we're in the zone of consolidation, right? The inverse shoulder head shoulder. Why doesn't my EA have where I'm at? That's another thing. Where are we? Level 3 with EA? And we're still stuck in that daily and 4-hour zone of consolidation as well, with no continuations. Right, we don't have the change or the break to the top side. We had a change to the bottom. This could EA could be a good one if you're looking at the 5-minute time frame. Right, lower time frame analysis on EA could be good. We had lower low, lower high, higher high, lower low, and then price gave us higher high, change of character, higher low, higher high. EA could be a good one to keep an eye on for tomorrow. ECAD is in peak high. EU is gonna be some. I'm gonna be careful with trading the USD pairs. I'm gonna be careful. I'm not liking the areas that we're trading in to go higher. But we'll see what price does. The fact that gold is pushing up and US 30 pushed up at the same time. Again, we know those are two pairs that move inverse of each other. They do the opposite. Right, USD CAD and ZAR do opposite of US 30 as well. So we can see that prices still giving us those downtrend pushes. right? And gold is still just pushing up. We opened with a gap for today as well. Let me delete this. I don't need this anymore. Hope you guys took notes yesterday with those drawings. Gold opens with a gap and it filled it right away, so we don't even have that as a target right now. So that's pretty much it, guys. Any questions, let me know. Time was flying though. You said you were gonna start at 6:15. I'm telling you. I literally said, yo, I'm starting at the 15-minute mark, right? And then I started talking. I looked down at the time and it's fucking 7:25 or something, like 7:30. I'm like, damn, like, no way I was just talking for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Dude, holy fuck, is cold. This is not okay. I'm gonna have to call the cops or something. Any questions, guys? Any specific pairs you guys want me to go over? If not, that's pretty much it for tonight. I just wanted to update my charts, see if there's any continuations, anything that's wanted to see if there was any continuation, anything that looked good for tomorrow, something easy, but it doesn't look that way. We're just gonna have to wait till the morning time, and we'll get back on the charts in the morning. Turn the heat on, your house not gonna blow up. Yo, but how do you know that? Have you ever used the heater in a Florida house? Because I know I've never done that before. I've never used the heater, the heat option in an AC. In Florida, you're crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, I would trust it if I was in fucking Alaska, New York, fucking cold as fuck Minnesota, bro. I'd never go to Minnesota again in January, bro. They got me fucked up that year. You best believe that hotel room we had the heater on. That shit was blasting. But using a heater in Florida, I've never used one before. I can't even imagine. Yo, that fucking shit's gonna turn on, it's gonna blow up. I'm okay. My HVAC people here don't know how to use no goddamn heaters. That's crazy. No, bro. There's no, like, listen, there's no cold that will ever compare to how fucking cold Minnesota was. There's no cold that compares to that. And I've done Canada, I've done New York, I've done Philly, I've done Chicago. Nothing compares to fucking Minnesota. That's one tip I will give anybody. Do not go to Minneapolis. Do not go to Minnesota. Do not fucking go in January. In January, yo, you might as well turn yourself into a snowman, bro. Say goodbye to your family. You're never coming back. Dude, I was over here just walking on the sidewalk, slipping on ice. You can't even fucking see the ice on the floor. It's just invisible. You don't see it. You're just walking, you fucking slip. Nah, bro. I'm okay. I'm chilling. I'm not doing that. I'm not a cold body. Or what is it? I'm not a warm body. I'm a cold body. So you put me in cold and I'm a type of person that it could be 90 outside, but for some reason I'm still like not cold, but I'm chilling. Like I'm not that hot, but I'm also not freezing. Obviously, it's 90 degrees. So you already understand, like it's 30. My resting body temperature. I think I'll say it like this. It'll make a little bit of sense. My resting a regular person's body temperature is what 96 degrees. Yo, my resting body temperature is 76, 77. Right? So when you put me in 30-degree fucking weather, I'm freezing. My knees hurt. My fingers are cold. Remember I almost lost a finger, bro. So my when it gets cold, that finger just, I got it, but the scars on the side of the finger where I had the stitches and all that, it just starts hurting, bro. Mad uncomfortable. My joints are all hurting. I'm stiff. Like it feels like I'm frozen in time. I'm literally, what's her name from Frozen? Moana? No, that's a different movie. Um, Cruella? No, that's another movie. Dory? No, that's Finding Nemo. Damn, what's the name from Frozen? Elsa, bro. I'm like Elsa. But alright, gentlemen, if there's no questions in the chat, that'll pretty much be it for tonight. Again, we'll be back in the morning for the live trading session. I'm gonna try to warm myself up for a little bit. That sounded weird. I'm gonna try to get myself warm. That sounds weird too. I'm not turning the heater on. I don't want my house to blow up. But I'm gonna get some heat somewhere, bro. I gotta figure it out. I'm about to start burning wood in the fucking. That also sounds very bad. I'm gonna start a fire with some rocks. Yo, what's good with this? All the sentences I said in the last 15 seconds were mad pause. Start rubbing some wood together. What the fuck is he talking about? Oh man. Alright, team. Good night. We'll see y'all tomorrow morning. If you're in a cold state, yo, please make sure to bundle up. I don't want you guys to just be frozen in time. I don't think we got that type of technology to bring you back just yet from the freezing cold, so. And think about it, I said I wanted to go to Alaska on a cruise. Funny thing is, it feels hot all year round. You know, I'm not gonna say you're lucky, because the heat sucks. See, like, I complain about the cold, but you know, it's good to have the cold. Like I said, I don't mind it because it's, like I said, Florida. We're only gonna get this type of weather for a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then it'll go back to normal. Um, so I can't imagine being in the Florida heat all day, every day with no weeks to let the earth cool down, bro. That shit sucks. Albert's in Turkey, no? Didn't he tell us that yesterday? Or before yesterday, whenever, I don't even remember what day we're in anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm so sleep deprived. I think he said it was from Turkey though, no? When we were talking about the hour difference. Typically 28 through 30 Celsius. Oh, Muhammad's in Turkey. You're right. You're right. It's Celsius, Kendo. Yo, don't mind him, Albert. He don't know nothing but the metric system. I hope I said that right. Shit. I just hope I don't make myself sound stupid there. Metric system? I think that's what we use down here. I don't know. We don't talk about that in school. I'm lying. We do, but like in third grade. I don't remember that far back. I wasn't even a good student at that time. 28 to 30 Celsius, Kendo. Come on, man. Lock in. But even I would say like 30 Celsius really isn't that bad. 'Cause what was the 30 Celsius like close to 80? Or it's about 80 if I'm not mistaken. 80 what, 85? That's around the same type of temperature in Florida year round. Normal days it'll be, 86, 90. On the really hot days, it goes to 97, 103 degrees. So like, 40 whatever, 40 something, 50 something. What's the calculation for that? I completely forgot. Is what? You get 30 Celsius, you have to like multiply it by some crazy shit. But you got, I don't have to like multiply it by like 2 or something. And I don't know. I remember that shit was used to be so complicated in school that you had to fucking add fucking some crazy number and then subtract it by like 5% or something. What shade of brown are you over? Like, alright, yo. We're out of here, gentlemen. Peace out. I'm not part of this conversation.